Do you really think I'm that vain that you saying that is going to make me want to do Nemaha County? I mean, you're right, but still. All right, like the man said, Nemaha County, which, established in 1885, was named after the Nemaha River. So, where does the word Nemaha come from, which the Nemaha River is named after? Well, it is a native word, Nemaha, which comes from the Oto peoples. The Oto were a group of peoples who lived mostly in Nebraska and kind of shared a border with the Kansas natives. So, historically, if we look at this map here, you can see the Kansas kind of follows the modern-day border of Kansas here, which you have the Kansas tribes in this area, and then the Oto were this group right up in here. So, we have a couple of different interpretations on what the word Nemaha means. One is water of cultivation. That was because the water that came from the Nemaha River would be muddy and dark, especially when they used it to flood fields to grow corn. Who'd have thought people from Nebraska come up with a name for something about corn? Y'all obsessed with that stuff. And then again, you have the same kind of derivatives of that term with swampy water or muddy water. Another interpretation of it is no papoose, because there were very few groups who kind of mainly lived in that area. There were a couple of tribes who would go through there. It would be part of bison, but because no papoose, which would be what you'd carry babies in, you wouldn't have permanent homes in that area. The next one is furthest up water. Especially if you're one of the tribes from the south who have a couple interactions with them. When you look, this water right up in here is kind of where you're going to get Nemaha County. You're going to have some of the forks of it, and this is going to be the furthest points of water coming into Nemaha. And the last interpretation of that would be water of the Omaha, which are a group of natives who lived in upper Nebraska. And Omaha, the word itself, I believe, means people of the upriver. It's kind of like how Ugapa or the Osage, like those corruptions of those words, mean people of the southern or the lower river. So it all kind of goes in with that. So this is where you get to the interesting stuff with trying to translate Native American words into English. With some Native American languages, and again, I am not painting with a broad brush because I am not an expert on Native American languages, but some words don't directly translate, and some words have multiple meanings. It's just like with English. We have several words that have double meanings or can mean different things within different contexts. So when we're talking about a word like Nemaha, it's kind of that same way. It's a term that has many different meanings, and it all kind of depends on the context in which you use it. So, all right, Nemaha County down. Hopefully I made it interesting. Thank you for appealing to my ego. It made me feel good.